Hey guys, so I had this idea I wanted to do. I wanted to show you guys pictures of my life that I printed out yesterday or the day before, whenever. And a lot of these pictures are either old pictures that I took while on the road or recent pictures of the dogs that I haven't shown. And then there's like pictures of other stuff that represents me in a way. So I wanted to show you guys these pictures, and I wanted you guys to kind of get a feel of what either I went through or how I did things and such. So I'm going to flip these over, and we're going to start off with the first one being... Wow. Well, first off, why am I wearing an orange bandana? That's stupid. This was the last train ride I took. This is on BNSF. This was from, God, what was that town? Silsbee. This was between Silsbee and Cleveland. We were heading all the way out to Central Texas. I don't remember what the town was. But this was the last ride I took before I got Xena. This one's just a random hobo. He's carrying a... Let's see. He's carrying a bedroll right here on his back. And he has a bindle right here, a bindle sack. There's another picture where he's turned around, picking up his bindle sack, I think, or just walking off, I can't remember. This is another hobo. This is actually where I got the inspiration to do that Great Depression bindle style sack right here, and there's a video I did of that earlier this year, I think. This right here is the not all of them, but most of the hobo code language. Everything from safe camp to catch out here, stuff like that. Like I said, this ain't all of them, but this is the one. These are the ones I remember. I remember most of these off the top of my head. So this is one I took recently. This is Avery right here without her collar, and there's Aria over there. I like it when my dogs don't have their collars on because it's a lot more cute than seeing that same old thing. And it makes my dogs, for some reason, it makes the dogs look a lot bigger than what they actually are. This is awesome. For some reason, it doesn't show the whole thing when you print it out, but this is the only picture I actually took as of late that actually shows all three of my female dogs together. You got, let's see, there's Avery, Aria, and there's Xena right over here. She's cut out for some reason. And Avery's with my Vesmashok. This is the best one of Aria. I was working in the backyard about a month ago, and I looked over and she's in the restroom looking at me through the window. So I opened the window up and started taking pictures of her. This is the best one I've ever seen of her. I love her to death. Oh man. Avery, I found baby pictures of you wherever you are. Alright, so when I got Avery, she was about a month old, and you'll see pictures of what she looked like. This was Avery at about, well, she was over a month already. I think she was about 2.5 months by the time I took this picture. This was in my mom's backyard, and this is when I had Marley still, if that tells you anything. Oh, there's Kirsten. If y'all remember, she died last year, almost 2 years ago now. I miss her a lot. She would have been a good dog if she didn't die on us. There's Avery again. Really cute little girl. This is funny. This is that closet me and the pups were staying in that warehouse in Jefferson, owned by Mr. Goldsby. Really nice guy. And that's where Avery was sleeping that first night. There's the same picture again. I'm gonna hang that on the wall. This over here. Xena, Avery. That was when Avery had her own little harness. She was so cute. There's my nephew's stuff. This one I like. It's kind of hard to see. Hold on, let me try to. That didn't really help. This is A&R's rail caboose. They have 3 cabooses. They have this one for storage. They got one they use for service, and there's another one on display. It's the only wooden caboose around here on display over at the museum on the east side of town towards some town I can't remember. Hurdy. It's towards Hurdy. This one is my favorite picture with all three of the others. Xena here, Avery there, and then Mr. Marley. It was the only time I ever got any, I don't know how I did it. It was the only time I got any of these dogs to all sit in unison like a bunch of humans. And Mr. Marley didn't want to even look at the camera. There's one where he's looking, there's a picture I got somewhere on Facebook where he's looking this way instead of this way. I thought it was freaking hilarious. There's Averweed. I think I got her a couple days after they took this picture. This one I like. I actually have this. This is a rucksack a lady gave me because I didn't have a rucksack anymore. This is right after I got out of jail. Rucksack's actually sitting right over there. And I was just using it recently when me and Cooter took that train ride down to Cleveland. Me, Cooter, and Brooke. She wrote a book called How to Be a Hobo, and a lot of people didn't like that book because she basically told the truth on those dirty kids. Not that I have anything against them, but you know, she basically told how the life actually was, and they just didn't like that because she told the truth. This one is another good one. You got Xena over here, Maddie over here. When I first started YouTube, I had her. I had just gotten her. And you have Inu. Maddie's living with a friend of ours now, or a former friend. I don't know what happened to Inu. I'm not entirely sure. I hope he's still alive. I miss him a lot. This one right here, this is Cooter. This was when we were in Sherman back in 2018, I think. No, it was late 2017. We were in Sherman in the woods behind where the academy is, because it was the only place we can actually sleep around that town other than the Hilton or Hobo Inn or whatever, and we didn't feel like walking all the way over there. This one, I think, is the best picture I took with him. I think we were in front of one of the pet stores. There's Maddie right there, and he's holding Xena, and Bandit was either over here or he was behind me. I can't remember. This is an example of how I do my monikers. I got my name up here. It always has an X in the O's. The tracks for riding trains. The little dually guy for hitchhiking. This is when I had Maddie, so I put her name down here, and I got Xena over here. This is right after Stobe died, so that's why this says this. And then AATR, All American Train Riders, which is a former group I used to be in. There's me and my nephew back in 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. Southern Pacific, this is UP's Southern Pacific unit. This was taken here in Lufkin back in 2016. The first time if I remember correctly, it's probably the first time I've ever seen an SP unit in person. This is sad. This is the last picture I took with Maddox in early to mid 2017. And I'll show you guys the next picture, but he basically got killed by a pack of stray dogs near Cleburne, Texas, I think. Yeah, because I think it was Cleburne. We were at a Motel 6, and we went right across the street, and I was letting him and Xena roam around the field, and then Xena's coming running back up to me, and yeah, they mauled his ass. I had to pick up the pieces. I ended up burying him near the rail tracks. This one, Cooter got to meet these two. And him and Bandit hated each other. But you have Maddox here, who I named after my nephew. You got Xena, and then you had Wheel. She was the third wheel of the group. And this is the first time I've ever had a trio. And she ended up falling off of what do they call those? A wagon I was using from Walmart, and either she fell into the traffic and got hit and killed, or she went in the woods, and I've never seen her again. Pretty sure she's dead. This is my mom's favorite picture. This was in 2018 because I got that bandana about 2 weeks prior to this picture in Bowling Green. This is right after we gave away my original Marmaduke, that white looking dog I used to have. Let's see, that was in Nebraska, I think. This is that line from Grable to Kane, Wyoming. Me, Marley, and Xena took. Whoa. It's one of the few pictures, the only 2 pictures I have of Marley being on a train. And this is the best one I took of them. Marley and Xena in a cubby hole. Lovely dogs. I miss them a lot. This one my friend Hobo Mud made. I think he got rid of his channel. I think he deleted it, which kind of sucks because he had a lot of good videos. Oh, does anybody know what happened to Mud? Hobo Mud? Mr. B, do you know what happened? Mr. B, are you alive? Can somebody tell me what happened? I miss that guy a lot. I miss talking to him. But Mr. B made these pictures. These 3 that I just did. This was taken right the day before we had that train ride earlier this year, me and Cooter. Let's see, Booth Tarkington shows a hobo with a bindle at the end of it, plus his belongings inside of his coat pocket. God, come on, dude. Seriously. This is Norman Rockwell's, I think. Not entirely sure. I don't know if she said. Oh yeah, right here. Norman Rockwell shows a hobo with his bindle over here, and he's roasting hot dogs over a fire with his bindle stick. It's me, Xena, my mother in 2018, I think, or 2019, one of the 2. Me and Xena, I think Cooter took that one. Xena, Marmaduke, and Avery, that was this year when we went on the road for a month or 2. There's my name, my updated name in 2019 at a boxcar. There's Snufkin from the Moomins, I like him. He's a vagabond, I like that he's using the bindle and a bedroll on it. I'm gonna actually have to try that. The bedroll part, I already do bindles. Minneapolis Jules, I love her to death. She's a 5-time hobo queen and probably one of the nicest queens you'll ever meet, along with Queen Lump. This one's one of my favorite pictures. This was last year at the National Hobo Convention. You got me right here, Bobby, Turtle, Jolly, don't know him, Flux, her, I think now ex-boyfriend, don't remember, and don't remember. I really don't like her. Him, oh, Patrick, that's his name, Patrick. They're all good. Most of them are cool kids. I like them. And then there's the Mr. Marmaduke. Pretty boy, pretty handsome. Well, this is all the pictures. I just want to show you guys what I got. Yeah. A lot of these, it hurts seeing these dogs I used to have, and I wish I had them still, you know. I'm trying to hold back the tears, 'cause, you know, you go through so much over the years with these dogs, and, you know, you lose dogs and you gain dogs. Same way with stuff, you know, you lose some stuff and you gain some stuff, and I'm amazed I lasted as long as I had with Xena. I've had her for 3.5 years now. So, anyways, I just want to show you guys, like, a little glimpse of what my past was, and hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all later.